Ah, welcome viewers to another episode of Let's Tank WoW. Pretty frustrated right now. For some reason, my program did not record the webcam portion for my last episode. I don't even know. I didn't change any settings or anything, so. Anyway, this is Bezlonir. And, we're gonna tank a dungeon. I don't know, it's hard to do when you just, like, your work is just getting flushed down the toilet. It's like, God. Oh, people who don't do LPs, they just don't know how frustrating it is. Dealing with the software and the hardware, and things go wrong, and it's very difficult to do something like World of Warcraft, where you really can't back up and do it again. So it's like, I could either skip a thing, or have people be like, what happened with that? No, there's no webcam. So we're doing Maraudon again. Alright, here we go. And, go ahead and say my thing. There, and we'll see if I can, muster the energy to do this again. So I just recorded the last episode a couple minutes ago. Ah, man, it's just so very difficult when things go that way. Alright. So, yeah. Let's just do this thing. With the thing that we do, and the things that we do are like things that we do, and yeah, whatever. Alright. Not yet prepared. I should have probably taken a couple of minutes, because I'm in that state of mind where I'm just like, oh man, come on, give me a break, you know? This warrior here is jumping ahead quite a bit. Whatever, I guess. It's a low-level thing. So, what are you gonna do? I'm still leading the DPS charts. Great. Really prefer to keep my series consistent and not have a video that doesn't have, like, how would I put then the thing back over it? That would be impossible. So, just gotta stop crying over spilled milk and move on. Probably nobody cares that much, but I think that, like, I've watched these back myself, and I feel like that's kind of fun. The addition of that thing. Okay. So I should be doing more. Alright. I'm just gradually, I guess, evolving my like strategy or whatever. Alright, great. I don't know if they said it. No, they didn't say anything. Alright, cool. It's been a while since I had anybody who was, like, honestly interested in the fact that I was doing this, but whatever. Okay, I don't think we need to go that way, do we? Did he pull him? Oh, it doesn't matter. Guess you gotta kill him now, but, you know, you don't really need to tank him. I'm trying to learn from my previous run a minute ago. Ah, man. What would they say if they knew how drunk you were? I'm not really drunk. I'm just doing a thing. I only just started drinking this beer. So, that would be a quick turnaround. Yeah, these guys do a lot of damage. That's why, classically, you just didn't really, like, tank them. It's kind of hard for melee DPS. But either way, in the long run, it's just low-level silliness, and that's all it is. Yeah. I'm still doing a lot of looking at my keybinds, looking at my hotkeys. Alright. Are we going the right way? I think we are. I need a target. That could be the basic lesson in life. You need a target. Thanks, Miyagi-san. Now I understand life. But should I wax on, wax off? Whack on, whack off. Oh, that explains everything, Miyagi. Secret to life is jerking off. Whack on, whack off. I know how to whack off, but I'm gonna need a little instruction on how to whack on. Is that okay? I should just not get into that because I could theorize on that, but it would get very not family friendly, and I don't know. I don't need to be family friendly per se, but you know. It would be a shame if everybody was trying to be family friendly, because then people who wanted to watch things that were not just family friendly wouldn't have anything to watch, right? I don't know. I've been like perusing these forums and things for people who do Let's Plays lately, so it's been kind of weird, like, just that, like, I don't know, the amount of thought that people put into some things, or just the way that they think about this stuff is weird to me. I don't know. It's like, people say, like, it's a dream job to play video games for a living, and, like, I would, I'd say that in jest, like, it seems better than stocking groceries, I guess, but that's not really my dream job. Just playing video games for a living, because I get bored playing video games. It's not like the only thing in life that I enjoy doing. I also enjoy a nice mutton, lettuce, and tomato sandwich, you know? Who doesn't enjoy a nice mutton, lettuce, tomato sandwich? Honestly. Okay. I think part of the reason why I'm doing more damage is because I got revenge, which I've been, like, trying to work into my rotation. So this is like not a bad group at all. One thing about DPS is it's kind of a I don't know, it's not straightforward. Like, it's hard for other people to do as much DPS if the tank is doing a lot of DPS, because the tank has more maximal DPS uptime than most of the other people in the party. You're pretty much, as long as you're like going ahead and people aren't rushing in front of you, then you have the most time to DPS. So that makes it, whatever. But, you really just shouldn't worry about DPS. It depends on the instance. Some instances, like one class will have the ability to do better DPS. Oh man, I just did this and I already forgot the next way to go. I guess we gotta defeat Razor Lash, or whatever. So, won't that be exciting? Oh man, I am just getting like... Alright, I don't think, I'm not sure what kind of... Okay, I think this guy's a Fury Warrior. I don't think they have the greatest AoE. I'm not too familiar with it. As far as I know, it's mostly Whirlwind, which has a bit too long of a cooldown to like do a ton of DPS with it. As in AoE. It's also like the rage cost or whatever is kind of high. I'm not too familiar with Arms. Arms is a really good leveling tree for warriors. So it's a good, I guess in theory it's a good alternate spec if you're going to try to level a tank and not do just LFD. It's kind of a good thing that LFD queues are short for tanks, because otherwise leveling a tank would be painful. Like, it's worse than a healer because your gear and your alternate spec and everything just doesn't really work out to really give you speedy leveling. It can honestly be frustrating a lot of times trying to be a tank, like, because you don't, like, getting gear is not as exciting. Really, the playstyle is the most fun to me of any playstyle, but like the other, like, you don't get the EPing factor, you don't get like the big numbers and stuff, but you're very involved with like the dungeon, You're there and you know what's going on. You're not just like blindly following. So it's not as boring, because like people get so bored when they're just like spamming dungeons, because it's like you're just like, most of the time you're just following along and not paying attention, whatever, you know. Alright, so that's that dungeon. Another cloth item. Great. I believe my webcam is on now, because there's like a light that turns on it, so I'll thank these guys. Thanks, y'all. And then we'll hop out of here. This is a social experience, otherwise, you know, we wouldn't have to do it in LFD, but, you know, trying to make it a social experience. That's why I'm letting people know that I'm doing it instead of just doing it ninja style, you know. Pop in and out. It's a social thing, even though, well, they can't hear my ridiculous banter, but yeah, whatever, they can see it later if they want. It doesn't really matter that much. I mean, is that adding much to it? I don't know. Here I go again as a tank. The only dungeon I've ever known. Here I go again as a tank.
See you soon.
Gonna taunt this mob the only way I know. I don't know.
Watch your back.
That's not gonna catch on, is it? Alright, so let's do this nonsense. Here we are in... What's the name of this place? Uldaman. I always forget the name of this place, but I am intimately familiar with this place. I cannot even begin to tell you how many times I've done it. And the sheer fact of how big and confusing it is will lead to you just like knowing it. So hopefully this will be a good group, because this is a really long dungeon, so... I think it's still long. I don't think they've shortened it at all. It's very important to pay attention as you go through here so that you don't get lost. Because if you get lost, oh man, and if you wipe, just don't wipe. Just don't wipe here. It's not as bad as Maraudon if you wipe. I'm going to explain why, like, everybody probably knows, but in case you don't know why it really sucks to wipe in Maraudon. If you die, then you go back outside of the dungeon where there's 3 paths. There's 3 paths, and if you have to take the right path to get to the part where you want to be. And it's very... Alright, let me see here. So we just want to keep going this way, like this. It's, so they all look the same when you're dead, because your screen goes blue. Normally, what helps you find your way is that they have 3 different colors, like orange, purple, and red, maybe? So they're kind of like lifesavers or something, which, now that I say that, I kind of want some lifesavers. Oh man, I want to get some lifesavers. So anyway, everything looks the same, and it's really labyrinthine. It's so bad to find your way back through when you're dead. Shut up. Hey, I'm here! I just popped out. You should have stayed invisible, you dummy. Yeah, dummy. Jeez. Running around with somebody else's hand up your butt. Wait, do these guys not... Did I do something wrong? Alright, hold on. Okay. Let's see. Did I derp? What's up with those guys? That used to be a fight. Did I do something wrong? Huh, maybe you don't have to do that anymore. Screw it. Alright. Yeah, no, they're not talking. Their lips are sealed. They'd make very good spies, I guess. Or government employees. Their lips are sealed. Loose lips sink ships. Here's a tip, though. If you want to make a motivational saying to get people to do something, don't make it a tongue twister, because it's gonna not really be very viral if people can't say it. You know, loose sticks sink bricks. Loose bricks kink mix. Yeah, that's a good healing item. God, there's so much, but whatever. I'm getting by anyway. I should probably. There we go. All right, this is boring. I don't like to fight two guys. All right, let's go. All right, this. Okay, he healed. Not that he's wrong for healing, but if you pull a big group and don't immediately aggro them or get threat on them, the first person who will feel that is the healer. All right. You gotta get these guys together and kill them, and then you gotta do Ironaya. See, I even know the names of the bosses in here. That's how much I've done this. Alright. Okay. This is fun. Great. That's actually better than what I have. How sad is that? Well, let's put it on. I felt it had been a while, so figured probably. Oh, because you used to have to get the part of the staff from those 3 guys. I guess you don't have to now. They've like shortened all these old dungeons, which is probably good because this used to be pretty long. Hey, they're dancing. You can do all the stuff, but you know it's kind of anticlimactic when you're just gonna die. Kinda not really that impressive because you're like, I have come from the heavens to avenge the old god. Ugh, I'm dead. They're like, they can't even get through their like grandiose speech. They're like, once upon a time, the makers created us in the image of. Bleh. Shit. They're like, oh crap. That's right. I'm from like 5 expansions ago. Well, if it hadn't been for the last 5 expansions, you'd really feel my wrath. Let me tell you, I used to really wipe groups back in the day. I was the baddest boss on the block. Let me tell you about the glory days. Like all the old bosses in World of Warcraft are like Al Bundy, just like they're just like sit around and they talk about how they like wiped a group once upon a time back in like the dark or the Burning Crusade, you know? Like, yeah. See, the weird thing to me about that is like we used to call it Burning Crusade, but now people call it the Burning Crusade in order to avoid confusing it with something else that's BC. I forget what's BC now, but anywho, there's nothing funnier than when people try to like be grammatically correct and they overcorrect and wind up being like non-grammatical. Anyhow, here we are. Oh, an oblivious sentinel. Well, excellent. Wait, what? What are you doing? What are you doing? It's all these mobs and stuff. Alright. So we won that. They're all dead and stuff. They died. Jeez. Yeah, so they're just all like Al Bundy and they just like sit around and talk about the glory days. Glory days. Da da da. Now we get our ass kicked. Glory days. Oh, man. Yeah, this is probably gonna hopefully just finish this dungeon and finish this recording session because I'm running out of energy for commentation. Masturbation. What am I gonna be doing for a while? Said I'm gonna play with myself. Show them. No, that's enough singing for one episode, especially when you don't do it very well. This used to have a lot more trickiness to it. Tricky. Oh, man. Alright, Stone Steward. You can die. You can find a bag of dicks and, you know, just use your imagination. Just go crazy on that. Just go crazy on it. Just, you know, do what you feel. If it feels good, do it. Thanks, Bill. Thanks, Billy Zane. I almost said Jimmy Dean. I think there's a big difference between Jimmy Dean and Billy Zane, but they do have the same cadence to their name. You know, Billy Dean. But Billy Dean, that's even another person. Yeah, I'm a pass. It doesn't have tanking stats, but I mean, it would be good in theory for me, whatever. Alright, let me think about where we go from here. I think we go this way. Yeah. So, alright. Fortunately, this map is pretty good these days. Okay, we're all coming with. Good deal. Alright, so you guys just come together here. Come together. God, what is it with all the bad singing references today for me? I was like, you know what I should do is do a lot of bad singing. I can't believe it's still like giving me the option to try to mine this stuff. Do you mine? No, not lately. Alright, let's see here. Let's go this way. Nobody else has aggro, that's good. Alright, let's go like this. These guys are all over the place, man. What are you guys doing? Oh, you got a little mob over there, huh? That's nice. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Follow the big blue fields. Like, you know, you got one mob, you could just like train them over here. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, especially if you got the healer with. You know? By Thorasan's beard. Oh shit, we pulled the boss. I pulled the boss. Oh man. Get out of here, you jerk. You jerky jerk. What are you doing? Just gotta keep on going. God, like all these guys are just such a pain in the butt. Okay, he's dead. That's good. What a horrible night to have a curse. Weird and awkward. Awkward. You know. It's good to follow the route that you went the first time. Our healer is dying. Crap. He went a different route too, didn't he? Guys, you gotta go the same way. You can't just go a different way. It's not gonna work out. I can't res, and I don't think any of these guys can res, so I think we'll be waiting. We have 2 mages alive. Yeah, maybe I can clear some trash. Next thing is the boss, so maybe we'll clear some stuff over here. Alright, you guys are mages, so you could, you know, conceivably do that. I don't have any healing potions, so I'm gonna die. Yeah, you could have friggin' sheeped the guy the first time. You jerks. What do you think, I'm a paladin? Whatever on it. I don't care. I am broke. That's the only problem. Alright, let's go. Everybody's alive. We're all wired. We're ready to go. Sweetness. I think he drops mines that you're supposed to avoid or something. I'm gonna have to do some cutting stuff out. Alright, I need that. Hopefully I'll get it. Sweet. So I'm gonna equip that. Hey, I finally got a better weapon. That's cool. I don't know. I've seen some of the new stats that they introduced with the most recent expansion, but I'm not too familiar with them. Alright, I'm gonna have to fight this guy, but I don't think we want to go this way. I was confusing it with another segment, but if you look at the map, it's pretty obvious which way you gotta go. Alright, y'all. Yeah, we gotta keep going this way. I think we might be able to skip that group. Nah. Maybe. See if they don't pull him. God dang it, you friggin' pulled him, of course you did. You know, all you had to do was run around him. All you had to do was run around him. You just like to make this a little bit faster, that's all. That's your number one test, you know? Can you walk? Just walk further away from them. You saw I did not pull them. I did not pull them. All I did was walk around them. You know? Alright. Anyway, what are you gonna do? People are gonna be, you know, as good as they're gonna be or whatever. Yeah. So let's try to skip this group. Can you skip this group? No. They're just gonna pull. Alright. So then we just do this thing. Now let's just keep fighting them. God, I am so out of energy. That wipe really sucked. Because I was kind of gunning to be done. Tanking with the noobs. No, that's not fair. They're not all noobs. I'm sure they're not. But I just wish they were paying a little more attention. But, you know, it's not their fault. Everybody's just used to not paying attention in LFD. So when the time comes to pay attention, it's like when it comes up that you need to pay attention, it's always like just the same as if like somebody made fun of you or something, and you come up with like a comeback later, and it's like, God dang, I thought of it too late, you know? Like, oh, I know what I should have done in that situation, but the situation's already over. Alright. So then you got these guys, and you gotta kill them, and once upon a time it was a little hard to keep up, but everybody has so much DPS nowadays that you're probably gonna kill the guy before the next guy comes out. Alright. Yay. See, I haven't played Warlock pretty much since the Pandaria expansion. So I'm not too familiar with that demon form and stuff. I have no idea how to use it. I have a Warlock, but it always seems like, see, the Warlock was my first character, and it's always so hard to come back to after an expansion because for some reason Blizzard feels like they need to like completely reinvent Warlock after every expansion. It's been so hard to like figure out. Like every time I come back, I'm like, wait, how do I play my character again? Like all my talents are gone and all my skills that I used to do are gone. And sometimes it's been an improvement, but I do sort of miss the old like chain fearing and stuff. It wasn't really good for group play, but it was sort of could be a challenge sometimes. It was kind of fun. I don't know. Whatever. Mage is one of the few classes I haven't really played much. I do have a mage that I boosted with the free boost that you get when you get the expansion. But I've like not even really played him. I played him a little bit, and it was hard because it seems like the expansion throws you in a lot of areas with like high mob density and stuff. So, I don't know, this fight's gonna be easy. It used to be kind of hard back in the day. Because all these guys keep adding and stuff. Alright. I don't even know how many waves we'll be likely to have to face. We shall see. I do wish I had more defensive cooldowns, it'd be nice.
To my side, brother.
Alright. Great. And then you get this like treasure cache and stuff. My video's already really long. Yeah, I guess. This isn't really worth doing. Then you have to like talk to this guy and he says a bunch of stuff. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah. I guess you can read this if you want. The quality should be good enough. Great. Good to know. Good to know. Oh my god, you're still talking. You're still talking. You're still talking. You're still talking. Okay. Dude, I'm so gonna eat some pizza now. I'm wearing a Cheech and Chong t-shirt, so I'm gonna study under the tutelage of Cheech and Chong. And I am going to have some pizza. which is, it must be very fascinating to you to hear this. But anyway, I am going to leave this group. This got rather long, so it shouldn't be. I think there's like 2 or 3 minutes I can cut out from the wipe. But anyway, so that's it for this episode of Let's Tank World of Warcraft, and I'm going to thank you for joining me. This is Bezlonir signing out. Can't say my own name, but I've been drinking, man, so what do you expect? Alright, I'll see you next time, viewers.